Scrat Tales. If there's one thing, or at least one word that I could describe this show as, is heartwarmingly beautiful. And I don't say that lightly. For the past years after Ice Age Dawn of the Dinosaurs, Blue Sky Studios had been milking the Ice Age franchise dry until the studio inevitably closed its doors a few years ago once the Disney Fox merger has been done, and that wasn't one of the most profitable studios. And because of the pandemic, it was the final nail in the coffin to close that studio down, losing a lot of people their jobs, and thus ending the Ice Age franchise, or so we thought. And I was very, very unhappy with the new Buck movie. I absolutely hated it, but I also did not really enjoy the past few movies after Dawn of the Dinosaurs also. I found Collision Course to be extremely awful and Continental Drift very much one of the most forgettable experiences of my life. And after Buck and the announcement of another Ice Age movie, I was like about to throw in the towel. And then Blue Sky Studios has to throw in their last bit of entertainment on Disney Plus. And if I recall correctly, they were working on this for a while, and then things had to be delayed. And once Disney bought them out, they were able to run the show and still put in the Blue Sky Studios name. So basically, this is their last actual project, and that is Ice Age. It's kind of poetic that the franchise that began them back in 2002 will be their last bit to work on by the end of their run. And you know what? It paid off. Because this show, this 6 short episode series, was what I wanted from my childhood franchise. This story goes like this. Scrat is now still after his acorn, but is now also taking care of a younger squirrel. And throughout the show, he's conflicting with himself whether he wants to keep taking care of the young squirrel or let the acorn go. And what follows is a bunch of short episodes in which harkens back to old cartoons like of Tom and Jerry, in which Scrat is trying to get the acorn, also being kind of a father figure to this young squirrel. And so that's the basic gist of Scrat Tales. And it works very well. And you know what? It should work. This is just a 6 short episode series, which nothing crazy happens except shenanigans with this squirrel. No outside space thing or gods or hieroglyphics or shit like that or pirates. No. It's just these 2 squirrels fighting and taking care of each other over an acorn. And that's it. That's really all you need. And the show really succeeds in that with good humor, amazing animation, in which I am so happy to see good animation in an Ice Age project once again, and the return of one of our most favorite cartoon characters, Scrat, just makes this all the more joyous to watch. And I have to say, this is the first good Ice Age project since 2009. But if we're talking about great, this is the first great Ice Age project since 2002. Yes, I love this almost as much as I love the first film because of its simplicity, because of its characters, because of the animation, because of its tone and how consistent it is of its story and how it sort of has a central theme. And if you want to argue a storyline from and a character development for Scrat a tiny bit, if you want to go that far. Though it's only very subtle, and the show just wants to focus on shenanigans with these squirrels. But it's not like those things are not there, and since these episodes range from 3 to 4 minutes, that's still enough time, in my opinion, and a good amount of time to put a little bit amount of development with these characters. It makes them not stereotypes and makes them very much enjoyable to watch. The little squirrel that Scrat has to take care of is adorable and has his very funny moments and kind of twist near the end, which I will not spoil. And just overall, the music is not the most memorable, but it works in favor for the tone of this series. It's very cartoonish and wacky, and it very much fits the tone well. Seriously, this is not this should be a home run, and it is a home run. But the fact that it is a home run in an Ice Age project just makes me happy anyway. Even if it is going to be very easy to get right, it makes me happy that I'm finally able to really enjoy something from this franchise after a whole decade. I mean, a decade of terrible sequels and possible more terrible sequels from a very careless studio. But it's good to see Blue Sky Studios give us something good from this franchise. It give us one last hurrah before they have to close their doors. Blue Sky Studios will miss you, and I'm glad you brought us this joyous animated series. And I feel like a lot of kids are going to enjoy this, and if this is going to be their first introduction to Ice Age, then just don't watch the sequels, kids. It ain't worth it. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys next time.